Hey guys, actually I had this video all made already, but things don't always go as planned because I had to edit it on my iPhone because I wanted to try a different editing style, but I had such limited space in my iPhone since you can't expand it with SD card or anything. I couldn't upload it. It wouldn't let me upload it, which really sucks, but never mind on that. I want to redo this video, but on my Samsung, and since I'm doing it, I'm doing a different stance and everything because I thought it'd make it a little bit easier. I'm going to be talking about a console that I really enjoy. It's actually one of my first consoles from the generation it was from the Xbox, GameCube. Actually, the ps2 is my favorite. Not saying it's my favorite because it's an amazing console. Not saying it's a bad console either. Just my first one, so I have a bigger collection point than I do others. Even though Xbox is certainly catching up because these games are pretty cheap. This is my model of PS2. The model I have is the Slim, and let me just say, this is a really small console. Let me say, here's a DVD case compared to it. It's not that much bigger than a DVD case. Like, it's the smallest console even today. It's really close to it. I'm pretty sure it's the smallest console, but I could be wrong. But to me, it's a really compact system. It does have a, whatever you call it, where you don't slide the disc in like the Xbox has. Sorry, I'm not an expert on these things. But it is a really cheap DVD player. I actually used it as a DVD player for a while because, it's connected to my favorite TV. So I did have a PS3 and everything. This worked fine. This model you can find fairly cheap at thrift shops nowadays. I got mine for $20 at a thrift shop. Actually, I've had two consoles of this because my first console, the controller that came with this one, eventually broke on me. And actually, it was cheaper just to go to the thrift shop and buy another one. It wasn't cheaper, but it wasn't that much more expensive. I think the controller up at the game store was around $14 to $15. And the new console was only $20, so I just grabbed a new one of these. And eventually that would make a really good Christmas gift to someone. But let's get on with it. One thing you will need for the console, I guess it's an accessory, is memory cards. I have two of them. They're 8 megabyte memory cards, but they do hold quite a bit of games. This is my red one. This one is my black one. My black one's my original one, but they're the same thing, just different colors. Next, I guess I'll go over some controllers. Usually I go over all my controllers for my system, but for the PS2, I actually started collecting collecting controllers for the system because they were so cheap. Well, at least I found a lot of good deals on them. The first one isn't my favorite. These are just the top ones I have something to say about. This one, I just really like because it kind of reminds me of the PS3 Boomerang controller, and it's so big of a controller. And the indentation in the analog stick takes up my whole thumb. And all the buttons are really big and it's really uncomfortable. A really uncomfortable controller. I guess it would be better if you had bigger hands, but that's not me. Next is my Pelican controller, which is a see-through controller. I just like it because it's a miniature controller. I'm not sure how else to describe that. Just take my word for it. My hand's as big as this thing. And yeah, I really like miniature controllers. I'm not sure why. Next is actually, I got this one in a big box of controllers. Is where I got most of mine. And this one at a thrift shop. And I just kind of think it's cool that I got pretty much the same controller both times. And I think it does have improvements on each other. I didn't unravel this one just because this one's easier to see. It's basically the same thing. The only difference it has is this D-pad really sucks. But they changed it on the new, I guess this one's the newer one or the older one. Either way, this one has more of a regular D-pad. This one has more of a shield D-pad. Next is, trying to get the boring ones out of the way first. Next is the Mad Catz microcontroller. Like I said, it's just like tiny controllers. And go over this one. This one is the stealth controller. The weird part about this one is it has a microphone thing in there. Not microphone, a headphone jack, which has another port in the end of the cord. Where is it? Has another, sorry, it's tangled up so I can't show you. So it's really just an extension, but whatever, it's kind of neat. The next one is actually a more interesting controller. I really like this one. It's a Mad Catz Batman themed controller. The weird part is it has a dragon there, Kung Fu symbol, and it's starting to select are weirdly at the top, and they're really hard buttons, and it hurts your fingers if you press them too much. And it has the mode button all the way at the bottom, which is really weird. The next one is actually another one of my favorites. This one's actually my favorite to use too, though, because it's a really comfortable controller. It fits your hands really nicely. But this is the Naki Spider-Man controller. This one and the Batman controller were actually broken when I got them. That's why they don't have the original sticks on these. But yeah, this one's a really comfortable controller. And this one of these little see-through points is actually super glued on because it is broken in the box, but I have it on life support. The next one is a Satec ps2 controller, which the weird part about this one is, I like weird controllers. It has a USB port and it has a PS2 port, which means it works on the PS3, PS2, and the PC. And it has a cool feature of it has the precision aim button on the back, and the other button actually releases the analog stick, so you can flip it if you wanted to. So you can have either PlayStation style or Xbox style. The next one, I don't have much to say about it. It's just your standard PS3 controller. Well, not PS3, PS2 controller. My favorite one to use and is most comfortable one. But all these ones you can find fairly cheap whenever you go to your local game store. And a lot of these third-party controllers aren't the worst. That just might be my growing up on crappy controllers kind of thing. But I don't mind them. Now I'm going to talk about some of the games. I got Thrillville. I got Ed, Edd n Eddy, which is a really good platformer if you like the Ed, Edd n Eddy show. Headhunter is a really good third-person shooter game. Zathura, haven't played yet. I just got it because I liked the movie as a kid. Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City. I played 3. I haven't got into Vice City yet. Sniper Elite. I just got it at a garage sale for a very good price. So I haven't got into it yet. Tak and the Power of Juju. This and Thrillville I actually got free. That's the only reason I own them. I haven't played it, so I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad game. So, yeah. Final Fantasy XII. Haven't played this one, but I have played the other Final Fantasy game I got on this. I think it was around $7. That's why it's there. This is a game that I got fairly cheap. This is Power Drone, and it's 95 cents. It's good for 95 cents. You can get far worse games. This one is Spawn Armageddon. You know, it's a beat 'em up. You play a Spawn. It's kind of hard. I haven't beat it yet. It's one of my first PS2 games I got when I got the system. SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. One of my favorite SmackDown vs. Raws because it has a story mode for your creative character, which is kind of neat. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Story is a bad copy, but I just got it because it was cheap. It has stains all over it, but I got it when it was cheap a long time ago when I first started collecting for it, just because I needed more games for the system. This is Need for Speed Pro Street. I got it for $1 at a garage sale. I remember most of these prices I got these at. Call of Duty Finest Hour. Avatar The Last Airbender Burning Earth. Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles. I actually got this one originally at a gas station of all places for, checking the time, for fairly cheap. I'm not going to say how much, but eventually I tracked down a copy with the case because I'm running out of time, so I got to hurry. I'm just going to grab a handful of games real quick. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Starsky and Hutch. Final Fantasy X2, which is the one that I'm playing right now. God of War, which I actually got for 50 cents because I got that one and a PS4 game, which sucks. I can't play my PS4 until Christmas. I got Sonic Unleashed for $5.95. Soul Calibur 2 and 3 double pack, which I got for only $6. The Golden Compass and The Sims Castaway. Trying to hurry up on this because I'm running low on time. I only get 15 minutes for these videos, or if YouTube won't let me upload it. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Burning Earth. Looks like I have enough time, so I'm slowing down a little bit. This is a really fun game for being a licensed game. I haven't, this is Last Airbender. I think I said Burning Earth. But, I haven't played Burning Earth, but I played this one a little bit, and it's not that bad for a licensed game, especially if you're a fan of the show. Finding Nemo, it's really bad. All the voice acting is different. I think the Sonics is just a generic Australian doing the voice acting. SpongeBob Atlantis Squarepantis, which I actually played more than I thought I would. What can I say? I can't see bad games most of the time. The Sims 2, which of course is a Sim. I actually prefer the BS version of Sims. I'm not sure why. The World Championship Paintball. Ghost Recon got for $195 at a thrift shop. In case you haven't seen it, I'll show you again. $195. Like I said, these games are fairly cheap whenever you find them. Jak and Daxter, which I actually don't like as much as the Jak and Daxter PSP, or the Daxter PSP game. I don't know. I think Daxter should have more of his own games. I really like his comedy style. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. It has Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, and Sonic Spinball. I haven't played it that much, personally. I think I've had my fill of old school Sonics. SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. Hitman is another game I got at thrift shop for $195. Or Hitman 2. Actually, I haven't played it yet. I can't get into the Hitman games. I tried to play it, but if you get it for so cheap, and if you don't like them when you put them in, I don't see the point in finishing them. Medal of Honor Frontline. This is a $2.95 game. A lot of these aren't that cheap. I just don't remember all the prices, so I don't give a lot of price names. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I actually got this one for free. Not a huge Harry Potter fan, so I haven't played it yet. One of those games I will play eventually, but I'm not sure when. Gran Turismo 3 Apex, or Aspec, sorry. Destroy All Humans 2 is a game that a lot of people like. I actually got it for free along with those other games I told you about, with Harry Potter and Thrillville. Don't know anything about it, and I'm trying to hunt down number 1 before I play it. This is the thing with me. I like to play number 1s first. And the last one I have on my list, or on my collection, is Devil May Cry 5th Anniversary Collection. It has 1, 2, and 3, which I haven't dug into yet. I have a lot of other games that I'm planning on playing. I'm not good at finishing games. I really suck at it. I suck at sticking with games. If I get bored of it, I drop it. But I went over all my games. I have some more games in I have a little DVD case. Whenever I find really cheap games for really, really cheap prices, like if it's a game I was looking for and it just looks really interesting, sometimes I buy it. I wish I don't afterwards, because then I have to find me a copy with a case, so it'll bug me. But yeah, this console, I think it's worth $20. It's really worth $20. All of these games, I don't think I paid over $10 on any of these, except for Devil May Cry, the 5th Anniversary Collection. But that's 3 games, so really it's $5 each. So if you if you've ever considered picking up a PS2, I highly recommend it, because look at all these great games. Jak and Daxter is a great game. I think that's only like $5 or $6. Checking on my time. Actually, I think God of War is only $7. Sonic at least only $7. I need to get started on closing this video out, because I only have a minute left. So this console is really worth that $20 price, and all the controllers are fairly cheap. So even if it doesn't come with a controller, still buy it. Like if you want to, like you can get a third-party controller for $7 and a real branded controller for $10, or a remake controller from Yobo for $10. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Not sure if I'm gonna upload this, so if I do, then please like this video for not feeling self-conscious. So see you guys later. I only got 10 minutes. Bye.